Hi folks, thanks for stopping by. Back on August the 18th, 2023, I heard some strange noises coming out of 11860 kilohertz in the 25 meter band, the frequency that was then used by the Republic of Yemen Radio Sana. Now, if you click on one of the videos previously in this channel, you will see a video of the offending sound as heard here at Mount Evelyn and on the Qatar Kiwi SDR. Since then, the station has now settled on 11935 kilohertz, also in the 25 meter band. But the noise has remained, but it's not there all the time. So what is it? Is it a faulty transmitter? Is it jamming? We still don't really know for certain. The station first appeared in November 2015. It initially claimed to operate from the port city of Aden in Yemen, on the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula. However, it is commonly believed that Saudi Arabia, who are sympathisers of Yemen's pro-Hadi forces, provides the service via one of its transmitters, either at Riyadh or perhaps more likely Jeddah. Now, over the past week, I have been keeping a close eye on this channel. There's definitely something funny going on here. First, contrary to some lists, the station does not currently operate across the entire 24-hour period. Sign-off times appear to vary anywhere between 2130 and 2300, and sign-on times can vary between 0355 and 0430. At least that's what I've observed in the few days that I've been looking at it. Now, I've put together a series of screenshots that I've taken, mainly from the Cyprus Kiwi SDR, to see if I can find out what's happening here. Let's have a look at some of these. On June the 1st, the noise disappeared at 23:57 and 40 seconds UTC after Radio Sana programming had ceased. And you can see there the difference between the signal's gone off, the buzzing goes off, and there's quite a difference there. You can see the spaced out harmonics across 11935 and kilohertz either side of it. Now, I monitored the channel throughout the day. Around 0405 UTC, there was no sign of Radio Sana. Instead, four faint harmonics, 120 hertz apart, appeared on and off for a few minutes, fading in and out, both sides of the center frequency, and then just disappeared. Now, I was so busy watching this phenomenon that I forgot to get a screenshot of that. But then at 0430, on came the carrier with Quran chants and a nice, clear, strong signal. At 0441, traces of the harmonic could be seen on the Cyprus Kiwi waterfall, but it was not strong enough to be heard over the signal's audio. You can just see those faint harmonics there. 30 seconds later, the harmonics disappeared. There was no further evidence of interference until 0503 and 40 seconds UTC, when four stronger and two fainter harmonics suddenly appeared. At 0505, that was the first time that the harmonics became intermittent, sort of spaced out apart, and sometimes they'd be on and sometimes they'd be off. By 0506 and 30 seconds, the harmonics were becoming quite unstable. So there 1 second and gone the next. But by 0513, the harmonics were becoming stronger and more prominent. For the first time that day, I could hear the buzzing sound. And then 30 seconds later, 0513 and 30 seconds, the buzzing suddenly stopped again. At 0516 and 45 seconds, full-on buzzing, there it was, spreading almost 3 kilohertz on each side of the center frequency, masking the signal. Have a look at that, it's really full-on. At 0517, the signal was gone, and the buzzing was still there, but the buzzing was less strong, and that's only a few minutes later. Later that day, the buzzing was strong and the signal could be heard underneath, but only the buzzing or the signal could be heard some of the time. So it's weird, isn't it? There's something going on here. Now, I have no definitive explanation for this behavior. Yes, it could be jamming, but it's not the form of jamming that I have witnessed previously. Some say that this is jamming from Iran. Now, Saudi Arabia and Iran, they have been restoring diplomatic ties over the past year, but there's still some tensions between those two countries, especially in relationship to Yemen and to the situation in Lebanon as well. So yes, it is feasible that this could be jamming from Iran, perhaps using their extensive shortwave transmitting facilities over there. But the 120 hertz spacing of harmonics is interesting. Now, let me speculate here. Saudi Arabia is the only Middle East country that runs on 60 hertz power. All the surrounding countries are running on 50 hertz. Now, poorly adjusted or overdriven transmitters can often produce harmonics in relation to the cycle phase from the electric power input. Now, this is purely out there. That may have some reason why it's 120 hertz spacing. I don't know. It could be any other number of reasons. As I said, I'm just speculating here. If it is a transmitter fault, why wouldn't the Saudis have fixed it? This has been going on and off for months now. And why is the buzzing intermittent? One would expect jamming to be on all the time, but sometimes hours go by without any buzzing. So I'm not convinced that it's jamming. So what is going on here? Well, today, I think I have a more definitive answer. On June the 4th, Radio Sana signed on again at just after 0400 UTC with a strong signal plus buzzing. Now, the interesting thing here is that the buzzing started at exactly the same time as the station carrier came on. Now, the chances of jamming starting at exactly the same time as the transmission are extremely low. This seems to indicate to me that this is indeed an intermittent transmitter fault. What do you think? Have a quick look at this frequency. Keep monitoring it over a few days. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching this video 73 and wishing you a good buzz-free DX.